In story mode, you're playing the game for fun. Work together to solve the crime, and play the story you want to see.
Meeker, 1031, possible hostage situation. Extreme caution advised. Suspect description matches the trapper.
You ready for this?
Of course I'm ready.
Nice and easy. Textbook color. What's the play?
Vote for choices by moving your pointer inside the box.
It doesn't feel right. Let's scope it out.
Split up.
I'll take the door around back.
Windows mine.
Stealth mode. I'll see you in there.
Use your pointer to hit the target before the timer runs out.
Tom!
up! Hands up now!
To shoot, move your pointer onto the target. Think before you shoot. You do not have to open fire.
Hands behind your head, no sudden moves.
I will shoot.
Don't shoot!
Hey! Don't test my aim, fucker!
I am not gonna hurt her.
Please help me, please get me out of here. Hey. Hey. Easy. Easy now. Let's just take this nice and slow. Freeze!
Drop the gun.
Don't move.
The hunt for the Trapper came to a dramatic end tonight as police from the 3rd Precinct arrested their primary suspect, Jonathan Finn. Finn is wanted in connection with a string of grisly murders that has gripped the city and claimed the lives of first response police officers. More on this story as it develops.
Ladies and gentlemen, the accused, Jonathan Finn, is guilty. Of that, there's no doubt. Your job is simply to determine how he is punished. This man, the so-called Trapper Killer, has terrorized our community with his brutal murder spree. Booby-trapping his victims so our brave first responders became victims themselves. These innocent people were targeted for no other reason than to play out Jonathan Finn's sick game. Jonathan Finn has confessed to every single one of these crimes. I ask that the court consider Jonathan Finn's voluntary confession of his crimes. He has spared the victims' families a prolonged trial, and in doing so, has demonstrated a glimmer of remorse. Therefore, it is my recommendation that Jonathan Finn be spared the death penalty and instead sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Thank you.
Jonathan Finn, you have committed crimes of such a depraved nature that this court has no alternative but to sentence you to death by lethal injection. This court is adjourned.
Tap the logbook button on your app to read plot updates, view character biographies, and check the major ripple events affecting your story.
I am Ray Weaver, and this is The Crawl. Let's kick it off tonight with our very own homegrown villain, Johnny Finn, the Trapper. Sucker's been on death row for 5 whole years. Mr. Trapper's only got 48 hours left on our big blue marble, so I thought, hey, did you know one of the victims? Phones are open. Caller 1, you're on.
Hey, so, well, yeah, man, I mean, in my point of view, like, they can't fry this son of a bitch hard enough, you know? So he got messed up as a kid. That's no excuse to take it out on our finest boys in blue.
I hear you, but it ain't like our cops got the finest reputation, you know? Look at Marnie, for one. Promotion to homicide, medal, the works. This gal's on top of the world, and guess what? Turns out she's dirtier than the rest of us down here in the mud. Mishandling evidence, improper conduct, who knows what else?
Damn. Guess you never know who's one of the good ones.
hope you all had a nice, relaxing weekend. 2 new John Does. That's a dozen active cases in the last 2 weeks. We're on a hot streak here, and it ain't in the right direction.
We're doing our best, sir. At least, some of us are.
Son of a bitch.
We're all on the same team here. Bring me some wins. That's all.
Hey. Don't let Calvary get to you. Ever since he got internal affairs eyes on you, he acts like some kind of moral crusader.
At this point, I just tune him out.
Seriously. You doing all right?
I'd be doing a lot better if Calvary would take a short walk off a tall building.
I would keep your distance until all this inquiry bullshit blows over. Don't throw IA any bones.
Gee, thanks, Mom.
Detective Marnie, come here a minute. I know you gotta be hating this.
Yeah.
Come on. You're a good cop. I know you didn't contaminate the crime scene intentionally.
You know me pretty well.
Look, just tell me you're doing all right? Don't think I forgot what happens in 48 hours.
The Trapper's execution?
It's because of us. Because of you, he's getting his ticket punched, and that's a heavy load.
I'm a bit anxious, is all. I want to get it over with.
So does everybody else on the planet.
We'll make it a national holiday. The day Detective Marley finally got a good night's sleep.
I'll call the calendar.
Got your message. Heading to see your client now.
Sorry I couldn't make it back to town.
I'm not crazy about meeting Finn without his attorney present.
I know. Thank you for talking to him so quickly.
Well, he doesn't have much time left, does he?
No, he doesn't.
You want to give me a little preview?
He'd be kind of a tough nut to crack. Be strategic.
Great. Any tips?
You need to get him to talk about Adam Jones.
Who's Adam Jones?
Better you hear it from him. You got a plan?
I know how to get what I need. Call you after. Your attorney says you've got something you want to share with me? You've got 5 minutes. Piss around and I'm out of here.
Miss Graves, I did not kill anybody. I used to blame God for what happened.
At Las Palmas? The orphanage?
We were just kids. We trusted them. But I've forgiven them now. God teaches us to forgive.
You can't forgive your abusers once you've put them in the ground. Forgiveness doesn't work like that.
I didn't kill anyone!
Finn, calm down.
Calm? I'm about to fucking die! And nobody will know the truth.
What do you mean? What truth?
I'm gonna die a liar. A dirty, sinning liar.
Truth about what?
The confession, the murders, everything!
Oh, so now you didn't kill them? The chaplain, the orderly? Then who did? Adam Jones?
Adam was my friend at the orphanage. Things we'd been through together, who could blame him for killing them?
I'm listening, but you have to give me more to go on.
Adam and I, we've seen some shit together. Makes you close. Adam escaped, and I found drugs. I was high from the moment I got out of there. And a couple of years later, a couple of centuries, hell if I know, Adam tracks me down online. And he keeps writing me and bringing up all that old shit from the orphanage. He says he knows exactly how to make him pay. So we made an arrangement. I rat myself out, I take the heat off him, spend a couple of months in the clink, and then wham! Trapper strikes again. Can't be me, 'cause I'm in here. Makes sense, right?
Pretty convenient.
Convenient? Convenient is Father Raminsky running an orphanage. Fox in a henhouse. You have no idea what it was like in there. The playroom. Well, that's what he called it, but I think he was the only one who was having any fun in there. Cops never found it?
No.
Well, you can go see for yourself.
Not even sure if the orphanage is still standing. So where is he?
Adam? Now? No idea.
How can we find him? Gotta start someplace.
I got a place.
Where?
It's not, It's better if I draw you a map.
Hey! What's going on? Hey! What's happening out there? Shit.
It's not as much fun when they don't let you leave, huh?
Settle down. Hey, take it easy.
How'd it go?
How do you think?
I got a report back on Adam Jones. He was at Las Palmas same time as my client, but he died in the same fire that closed it for good.
Lana, your client just tried to assault me, okay? He's dangerous. If you're looking to get him out of here, it's not gonna happen. Ever.
Jesus. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Look, that's not what I'm after.
Then why bring me out here?
If you tell the judge about Adam Jones, maybe he'll grant Finn a temporary release and help the cops track down Jones.
Lana, it's too late.
It could lead to an appeal.
All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
Adam Jones is reasonable doubt, Felicity.
I never wanted the death sentence, but I just don't think this is enough to stop it from happening.
Finn is not a good man, but he is not the Trapper. And if he dies, the Trapper is still out there.
Yeah. You're right. Let's take it to Judge Vanstone, see what happens.
Thank you, Felicity.
Don't thank me yet. Thank you so much for seeing me so quickly.
Miss Petty already filled me in on this whole Adam Jones business.
Yes, sir. I just spoke with Mr. Finn.
Now, in my experience, you light a candle under a man's ass, you can fly a balloon out of his mouth.
Sir?
Are you buying his story?
The timing is certainly convenient, but... I think he's telling the truth. Or at least some version of it. So far it adds up.
Has anyone spoken to Jones?
He's been presumed dead for years.
That's quite a stretch, don't you think? Well, even if Jones exists, how can you be sure Finn can track him down?
I'm not sure what the truth is, but I know it's out there and we need time to find it.
Apparently, you need to release a convicted serial killer to find it.
Just long enough to lead the police to Adam Jones.
You're full of surprises, Miss Graves. Well, if you were in my position, what would you do?
I think that he can help us. If you grant Finn a single-day release under armed guard, we may save an innocent man from wrongful execution.
I see. All right, Miss Graves. I'm going to grant Jonathan Finn a temporary release into police custody. But only for 3 hours, no more.
Thank you. Hey, Lana, you're not gonna believe this.
He actually went for it?
Surprised the heck out of me.
Wow. Nice work, Flissy.
Don't call me that. I'm gonna head over to Homicide and let him know.
Good call. And Felicity, thank you.
Don't thank me yet.
Outrageous. Case against Finn was air goddamn tight. Nailed him with a hostage, for Christ's sake. Had to be one hell of a tale for you to go and spin the judge's head around.
I'm just doing my job, Detective Calvary. I try not to miss things that might be important. I know that's sort of a foreign concept around here.
I'm not gonna punch a DA. Not a lady one, at least.
Who exactly was Adam Jones? Did he come up at all during the investigation?
Uh-huh. There was an Adam Jones at the orphanage. But you know what? Sorry fucker was killed in the fire that shut the place down. So the story kind of ends there.
Finn's got impeccable timing. You don't think he's full of it?
I'm just covering every possibility. And Judge wants this thing airtight. Double airtight. He's granting a temporary release into police custody to help find Adam Jones. Finn tells me Rominsky had a secret room at the orphanage. Called it the playroom. It's where he held his extracurricular activities. Does that sound familiar?
Shit, no. I would remember they found something like that.
I was wondering, Mr. Hillary, so when you analyzed the bodies of the Trapper's victims, did you find anything that might suggest there could be another suspect?
Gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't think so.
So no reason to suspect anyone but Finn?
I do recall only, submitting a partial analysis of the evidence because Mr. Finn confessed, so it seemed open and shut.
So there was more evidence left to analyze?
Well, yeah, trace signatures.
Do you have access to all that data?
Now just hold on a goddamn second. How can you even entertain the idea of letting this scumbag out of his cell? Finn had motive. He went through hell at Las Palmas. He hated the police. We even found his hair at another crime scene.
The RV park, right? That was the social worker? And, Detective Marnie, would you mind walking me through that night again?
I'll walk you through it in 2 words. Missed opportunity. Could have had Finn in handcuffs right then and there.
I think I'd like to hear from Detective Marnie, if you don't mind.
Sure. Catherine Hope was a social worker at Las Palmas Orphanage. We didn't know Finn had her. We got a 10-8 at Hog Haven Trailer Park out by the highway. A break-in in progress. I was closest to the scene, so I went solo. Should have been a piece of cake, but that night everyone was on pins and needles because the trapper was raising Cain. And any one of us could have been next.
Search for the clues shown at the top of the screen. Use your pointer to highlight the clues before the timer runs out. Some of these clues could help you in the future, so try to find them all.
Help me. Oh, shh.
Okay. Just keep quiet. Who did this to you?
I was in the bar. I don't know. I woke up here. Oh, God. Please help me. Please. What's happening?
Okay, I'm gonna remove the timer.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Get me out of there. Ah!
Okay, shh, calm down, please.
Hurry. Oh, God.
It wasn't the kind of thing I'm eager to repeat.
Ben must have seen you coming. Pulled a Houdini before finishing the job.
Yeah, split so quick he left his gear behind.
It was very brave of you to go in there alone.
I was, just doing my job.
And, how did you link Finn to the scene?
I discovered that Mr. Finn had left a hair at the scene. We ran the DNA through our criminal database, and he came up as the match.
He was already in the system.
Finn had been in and out of the station so many times he practically had a door with his name on it. When we got the tip that he'd been spotted at a squat, we just happened to be driving by.
Shit just seems to fall in your lap, Detective.
At least I caught him, dick.
Uh-oh. Mama Bear's got a temper. Watch out.
I'm sorry, Detective, but your attitude is not helping.
I'm sorry. Last I checked, this was my case. And I got my guy convicted. Who the fuck are you to question my competency?
I'm a district attorney. Are you finished?
Okay, I think we've opened up enough old wounds for one day. Trapper case shook us all up.
Sergeant.
I'd say we've been more than patient. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Do you have Adam Jones's forensics records on file?
Oh, not from his death.
Were there samples taken when he was placed in the orphanage?
Yes, most likely.
Would it be possible to pull those records and run them against evidence found at the Trapper's crime scene?
Are you shitting me? You're wasting the time of this entire division, you understand? I got a better idea. We let that psycho die on the table.
Cavalry! We'll have Mr. Hillary look into it, Miss Graves.
Thank you.
Hey, Graves.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say that...
Calvary's a dick.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You were really helpful. Oh, hey, what are you doing tonight?
What?
I've got a huge stack of files at my apartment. Not gonna be able to get through it on my own.
Okay, sure. I can help you with that.
Perfect. Call me. A rat trap? Huh.
Yep. Found one at each of his crime scenes. Some kind of messed up calling card.
I had no idea.
We managed to keep it out of the press. Target number 1, Rupert Walsh, the Undertaker. After he killed him, the trapper rigged a shotgun to the motel door, and the officer who got the call took it in the chest. Simple, but messy. Not a guarantee he killed the responder.
Was there anything more on the victim? I mean, he's the only one without a connection to Las Palmas, just a local gin hound.
Finn called it a dry run with a wet noodle. I guess that was his idea of some kind of sick joke. But then again, if he's not the trapper, God damn it. This case is just the gift that keeps on giving.
Vicky, do you want to take a break?
I'm sorry, it's just, this was all ancient history. And staring at these files again, Finn's execution coming up, I don't know, it's been hard to sleep with this shit just running through my head.
Well, the good news is it'll all be over before you know it.
Yeah, you're right. Second target, nasty piece of work.
Oh, this is the one that would beat the kids till you couldn't recognize them.
LeMay. Orderly at Las Palmas. A couple years before the orphanage, narcotics had a file on him a mile wide.
But they couldn't get anything to stick.
Slippery son of a bitch. The trapper left his body in a pitch-black room, rigged the light fixture with C4. The cop who showed up flipped the light switch and let there be light.
He's definitely elevating here. I mean, his first real kill, more sophisticated, but he wasn't satisfied.
Third target, Father Rominsky, leader of the pack. Chaplain at Las Palmas and the man behind the abuse.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. The trapper knocked him out, cut him open, and rigged him up with explosives to blow if he moved. We got a tape of the whole thing a few days later. The sick fucker made Rominsky kneel in prayer for hours, confessing his sins. When he got what he wanted, he called Sergeant Teller.
Did you know the other two cops?
That was my precinct.
So, all three of them, and you, a first responder in the botched attempt, all from the 3rd precinct?
The murders were in our district.
How well did you know the other two? I mean, How well did you know the other first responders?
Enough to know that I didn't like them much. I got out of there as soon as possible.
What if the first victims in each incident were just a smokescreen, and the real target was the 3rd precinct?
Interesting.
Yeah?
These 3 cops, they weren't exactly best of the boys in blue.
How so?
3rd precinct had problems. Of chemical variety.
They were using?
Yeah, and then some.
I'm surprised this never came up in the investigation.
I'm not. Anyways, you might have something.
What's up with you and Calvary?
No, there's a guy who's got it coming.
You couldn't even cut that tension with a chainsaw.
All I ever wanted was to get out of this shithole and join the FBI. As soon as I finally grow the stones to apply for training, guess what that piece of shit does?
No.
Yeah, Calvary just had to stick his nose in it.
What did he do?
He says that I misplaced evidence.
Ouch.
Yeah, now there's even a full-blown inquiry. Even when they come up with nothing, it's still an inquiry. It means not above suspicion, and the FBI doesn't want people who are not above suspicion.
That's some hard luck, Becky.
Hard luck. My father was a hero in the department. My first week on the beat, he eats his gun. That's hard luck. You haven't heard the things that they say about me. Every time I walk into a room, I can feel it. I'm a joke to half of these people.
No, I'm sure that's not true, Becky.
There's no use in denying it. I'm supposed to be crazy, right? Like father, like daughter.
Becky, you're a good cop. Okay, I'm sure everything's going to work out.
Yeah, I wish I could believe that.
This is 125 at the 1016. Making entry.
125 acknowledged. Caution advised.
This is the police. Anyone here? Oh, dear God. Sir, can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on?
Becky, it's...
What?
It's not good. The victim. It's one of us.
What? What happened?
We're still sorting through the mess, but a call came in, there was a body. Responder showed up. Body was rigged. It looks just like a trapper murder.
You don't mean that...
I know, I don't know how.
No. No, somebody has made a mistake. There's no way.
Becky.
I have to see.
Stop.
What? What?
It's Calvary.
No, that doesn't make sense. He doesn't answer calls. He's a detective.
He was the call.
Oh my God.
Excuse me, would you please stay clear of my working area? Thank you.
From what we can piece together, it looks like Calvary was, indulging in some private hospitality.
Hired hospitality?
Yep.
Track her down?
Just the manager's vague description, brunette, 20s.
Great.
Calvary's firearm was discharged, full clip. But the only blood in here is his own. And, Officer Montesino's.
The responder?
Calvary's body was rigged. With traps.
Fuck. That's a whole clip. If someone cut his throat from behind, then why would he fire this way? And if they did it from the front, why would he miss? Oh, God. It's really him.
Anything?
Nothing useful.
Becky, I tried to call you last night.
Yeah?
You didn't answer.
I didn't feel like talking.
Where were you?
I spent the night, or the evening, with Felicity Graves. Going over files.
All night?
Yeah. So?
You know how this looks, right?
What are you saying?
Everybody knows how you two felt about each other, Becky.
Jesus, Carl.
Just be careful. Becky, please.
Do you really think I could do something like this? Listen to yourself.
I'm not saying that.
Oh no, but it's the first thing that pops up in there.
It's motive. Becky, we look for motive first thing we do. I just want to rule it out.
I cannot believe that you would even think...
I'm trying to help you.
You know what, Carl? Go fuck yourself.
That's the end of part 1. Check the logbook, fix yourself a drink, and hit the box when you're ready to move on. And now, part 2 of Hidden Agenda.
Hey, Simon, how you holding up?
Hanging in there.
A lot of extra work whenever there's a freak on the loose, I guess.
Okay, guys, can you settle down? Listen up. We lost a brother today. Another one won't be returning to duty. It could have been a lot worse. I know this is a dark day for all of us. Calvary was... he was a tough son of a bitch. Nobody thought he'd go out this way. But I'm gonna need you all to keep your nose to the grindstone until we crack this case.
Excuse me, Sergeant. What's the latest on the witness? Call girl?
Our APB's out on the streetwalker, and our potential suspect, Adam Jones. Any developments, you'll be the first to know. Right now, we're saying Calvary was taken off the payroll by a copycat killer. Maybe someone taking their cues from Finn and the Clink. Due to her close proximity to the case, we're being aided by Prosecutor Felicity Graves in this investigation. There's another thing. District Attorney Felicity Graves has negotiated to have Jonathan Finn temporarily released into our custody.
Ah, come on, you believe this?
Hey, listen, I get it. But we think this could be a valuable lead and we're gonna follow it through. Anyone got a problem with that, come see me personally. Detective Marnie, I want you to go over Calvary's old case files, see if anything tracks with the previous Trapper hits.
Yeah, sure. Got it.
Okay, people. Can't let the flies start buzzing. We got a job to do.
Hi.
Miss Graves.
How you holding up?
I don't know. It's just like shit on shit. I can't get a break. Everyone thinks I'm crazy.
Hey, don't stress out any more than you need to. You do have an alibi, remember? For last night? They're getting ready to move Finn for his little field trip. I'd like for you to join us.
So would I. If I can get out of the dungeon. Carter.
Marnie?
Why'd you need an alibi for me last night?
You really want to get into this now? Becky.
You're my partner. We gotta be honest with each other.
Look, everyone knows about what was going on between you and Calvary. You've got motive, so I'm just doing my job.
I thought that you would at least be on my side.
It's not about sides. It's better that it's me asking questions, okay? Some of these guys...
Yeah, right. I know how it looks. If Calvary had proven I lost evidence, I'd be screwed. So yeah, motive. It's too bad no one ever filed a complaint on him. And you know, this wasn't the first time he was with a hooker.
He was a grade A creep, but they're still gonna ask questions, and the more distance you have, the better. Why'd you think Sarge put you on file work?
Why you keep pushing me?
You better rest.
Hey! You keep pushing me and I'm gonna push back.
You really want to threaten your partner right now?
Adam Jones was definitely at Las Palmas, same time as Finn. Allegedly died in the fire that shut the place down. Now, according to Finn, Jones grew up to be the trapper, but how can that be possible? Doesn't make sense. If these killings are connected to the Las Palmas orphanage, Father Rominsky is at the center of it. It's just too bad that the rest of the clergy took a vow of silence the minute things started to get hairy for him. But Finn told Felicity that Rominsky had some kind of secret room at the orphanage. Couldn't find any reference to this in the police records. I guess it's time for me to head over to Las Palmas and take another look. Hello? Hello?
Freeze! Don't move! Stop! What? Damn it! No. No, 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 no.
Marnie, headed to a house at 22 Huffman Road. Meet you there?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Someone was creeping around Las Palmas.
It could have been nothing. I mean, the place is like squatter heaven.
They bolted the second I made them.
I'll see you at the house.
Do me a favor and just make sure he doesn't try anything.
Oh, he can certainly try. Don't get any ideas.
It's good to see you again.
How are your bracelets?
Well, I can't feel my fingers, if that's what you're asking. You gonna help me out or what?
Here.
Thanks.
So is this where Adam came after the orphanage?
This is where Adam grew up.
All clear. Couple squatter nests, but looks like they split.
All right, give us 5. Start the tour, boss.
Right this way. This room right in here. This is where Adam slept when he ran away.
Nobody's been here for years, Finn.
Well, I didn't say he'd be here to greet us.
So you're saying that this is his, not some squatters?
Squatters wouldn't dare.
What is all this?
Adam's pop was a pest control man.
You don't say.
He was a pretty good one, too.
Traps, of course.
The one thing Adam got from his dad was a knack for killing vermin.
Detective Marnie, Sarge says it's time to wrap it up.
We found something. Just need a couple more minutes.
How did Adam end up at the orphanage?
Well, Adam's pop would get so blasted he couldn't see a hole in a ladder. Beat his wife senseless if she gave him one crooked look. One night, she loaded up his double-aught, took his head clean off, right in front of Adam. Judge put her away for life. No parole, no visits from her kid. Guess it don't matter that if she hadn't picked up that shotgun, Pops would have killed them both sooner or later anyway. That's our justice system for you, right?
No good outcomes in a case like that. Surprised you couldn't see her kid, though. That's harsh.
That's Judge Vanstone.
You're kidding.
Think I'd kid about the man who sentenced me to die? A couple of weeks in, Mama Jones hung herself in her cell.
Christ.
So yeah, Adam was shipped off to Las Palmas. Out of the frying pan into the fire, huh? You wouldn't believe what they did to us in there. Raminsky and that piece of shit orderly. And you know, we tried to fight him the way you're supposed to fight him. We called the cops. 3rd Precinct. And nobody did a goddamn thing. Not even our own social worker. So once Adam got out of that hellhole, he figured out his own way to make them all pay. Those cops? He knew their beat. He timed every murder to the minute. He knew exactly who'd get the call and exactly what was waiting for him. Cops failed, parents failed, system failed. What would you do? He took out the people who hurt us.
If I've been hurt like Adam, yeah. I'd want them to pay.
Yeah? You know, I used to think maybe Adam's the only one who can see the world for what it truly is. See past all the bullshit. The evil deeds that lie in the hearts of men. But now I know only God has that gift. Thanks for hearing me out. After all this time, it's nice to tell my side of it.
Sure. Call anytime.
There is something else.
Yeah?
The hostage. When you picked me up. Daniela Cardenas. Well, Daniela and her sister Izzy were with us at Las Palmas. We went through the same shit. Izzy never got over it. OD'd a couple of years later. Adam knew that Daniela would do anything to see Raminsky pay.
Son of a bitch.
My God. The hostage was in on it.
This is Officer 609.
10-4.
We're gonna need an APB on a new suspect. Daniela Cardenas. I repeat, we need an immediate APB. Cardenas was not a hostage in the Trapper case. She was a co-conspirator.
Center copy.
I'm gonna call Sam and Hillary. If Daniela's sister passed through the morgue, he might be able to take up the case. You gonna be all right?
Go.
Hey. I don't know. I'm not sure.
You still think I'm making all this up?
Less and less. But without proof that Adam's still running around.
I can get you proof.
No, you can't.
You're right. Not like this, I can't.
You're nuts.
Look, he's never gonna show his face while I'm on a leash. But on my own, I can draw him out, serve him right up on a silver platter.
Even if you're right, Judge Vanstone wouldn't go for it in a million years.
What if I were a wire? Then you could keep tabs on me. And...
No.
But it could work.
No. You're on death row. Did you forget that?
For crimes I didn't commit. Did you forget that? Look, there's, something I may have neglected to mention.
Oh, please, enlighten me.
Adam told me that if I were to ever find myself free of incarceration, he'd reach out immediately.
Is that so?
You could make it look like I overpowered you. No one would have to know.
I cannot believe you're actually proposing this.
Yes, you can, because you know it's the only way to catch him. Look at me. I could take you out in a second. Police would buy it. We can make it look real.
Prisoner 75422 is requested to be returned to custody immediately.
This is Officer 732 receiving request. Please stand by for confirmation.
How would you even find him?
I got strings I can pull. I can find him. You just gotta let me.
Do it.
Becky? Hey, time to wrap it up. Becky. Oh, shit. We need help up here! Now!
The notorious serial killer known as the Trapper has escaped from prison just days before he was to face the final curtain for his crimes. Jonathan Finn was responsible for the deaths of numerous first responders during a reign of fear 5 years ago. Officials warn that Finn is dangerous and any sighting should be immediately reported to the authorities.
You want to tell me how this happened? How you let this happen?
You weren't in the room with him. He's a big guy. I doubt you could have done any better. And why didn't anyone see him leave?
Don't put this on anyone else.
This was a serious fuck-up. No two ways about it. We'll go get this guy. Carl, what's the update?
U.S. Marshals are initiating the manhunt as we speak.
Good. Stay on point with them. Becky, until we catch a break, I need you back on case files.
Sir, I think I could be a lot more effective out in the field.
Becky, I just don't feel comfortable working with you right now.
What? Carl!
I'm sorry.
All right. Go. Well?
Whatever Becky's got herself wrapped up in, it stinks to high heaven.
Keep your eye on her.
Did you trust her when you were partners?
Yeah, I did.
LeMay, orderly at Las Palmas. In and out of the 3rd Precinct lockup for years, but known for his uncanny ability to avoid doing any real time. Seems likely that he knew people on the inside. If the 3rd Precinct cops were the Trapper's targets, well, he connects both worlds. His brother, Vernon LeMay, works in sanitation downtown. I'm gonna pay him a visit. I'd like to have a little chat. This is 609 in pursuit of suspect. Party made foot bail.
Stay back. Back!
Mr. LeMay, listen to me. You don't want to do anything stupid, okay?
I don't gotta do anything.
No? I just want to talk to you.
What the hell you want to talk about?
Put the gun down. I just want to talk. Las Palmas Orphanage? I need your help. The sooner you cooperate, the sooner this little misunderstanding will be over.
Stay.
Okay. I'm just gonna drop my weapon. Okay? See? I only want to talk to you.
God damn it.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
Can and will be used against me. Story of my life, lady.
Yeah, let's go. Ain't looking too good right now, Vernon. I guess low-life numbskull just runs in the family, huh?
What?
Quit dicking me around. This is about your brother. Adam Jones.
Ah,
What can you tell me?
bro mentioned him once or twice. Said no matter how much he wailed on him, the kid would just look back at him with these big old dead eyes. Just taking it. Bro could do whatever he wanted, no matter how much the bastards complained. Cops weren't gonna touch their golden goose.
Why is that?
You know what? I think my mouth just got tired. I think it's time for my lawyer. I know my rights.
Elaborate.
Want me to spell it out? You supplied. For everyone. Yeah, you gonna send me up the river? You better make a hell of a lot of extra room.
Why is that?
Because I'm taking half the police department with me.
You wanna keep fucking with me?
Ah, hey!
We're not done yet.
Get this crazy bitch off of me!
Hey, Frankie. He was quite the ladies' man, huh? Always knew how to find a date.
Ah!
A girlfriend. Who was he seeing?
No.
Who was he seeing, numbnuts?
No one, really.
What does that mean?
Well, he met some escort online. Showed me some pics, like, X-rated stuff. Last time I talked to him, he was setting up a date. So what, is that a crime?
Last time I checked.
Nice work, Marnie. I actually thought you lost it for a second there.
Well, he was holding back. Just had to speak a language that he could understand.
Is this scumbag telling the truth?
About his brother?
About the cops?
The whole 3rd precinct was dirtier than a truck stop toilet.
The, whole precinct?
Yeah, I kept my nose clean, but it wasn't easy. Sergeant Teller was my boss, for Christ's sake.
We have to tell someone about this.
No reason to dig up the dead just to drag him through the mud.
You're not wrong, but it doesn't feel right.
Sometimes you gotta break a few eggs, Carl. 8:23 p.m., revisiting the crime scene of Detective Jack Calvary's murder. Gonna have a closer look at the bedroom first. It's not that big of a place, but I always have to wonder if the forensic team missed something. Oh, bloody mess. Marks spread outward on the headboard from the origin of the blast. Hey. Now what is that? Son of a bitch. Gotcha. Okay, now this is just... Huh. Okay, now who's this? Oh my God. That's from the orphanage. Wow. Well, I never thought I'd say this, but thank God Calvary was one perverted piece of shit. This is huge. Contacts.
Who would you like to call?
Felicity Graves.
Calling Felicity Graves.
Hey, Felicity?
Hi, Becky. What's up?
Can you meet up? I want to go over some evidence.
Yeah, of course. Temple Bar?
Great.
Okay, that's the end of part 2. Hit the box when you're ready to move on. And now, Part 3 of Hidden Agenda.
The guy on that video? In the hoodie? Same guy I chased earlier.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Alright, so this hooker, she's working with the trapper. Why? She lures them and kills them and he sets up the trap?
The thing that I'm stuck on, where did the hooker go? She goes into the bathroom and the hoodie guy comes out. Thanks. When Calvary was investigating the trapper 5 years ago, he had one big blind spot. Prostitutes. The second target, the orderly, arranged a meeting with a girl, an escort, the night he was killed. And now Calvary is killed by a hooker. At least someone dressed like one. Maybe the trapper is using a hooker to lure his targets to a premeditated murder site. I don't even know what to think anymore. I feel like everyone is out to get me.
Don't worry, Detective. You're safe with me.
I'll cheers to that. Maybe the trapper's working with Daniela Cardenas. She could have been the hooker with Calvary.
Well, cops are all out looking for her, so I'm sure she'll be brought in for questioning soon.
Maybe Finn's right. And Adam Jones is the one behind all this. But if he really is the one doing all this, where is he now?
You know what? It's pretty late.
Yeah.
My advice, sleep on it. Take all this to Sergeant in the morning.
All right. See ya. Hello?
I found Adam Jones.
Finn? Where are you?
I'm outside his house. I told you I'd find him. I'm outside his house right now.
Wait, where? In town?
Yeah.
Have you talked to him?
I followed him home. He didn't see me. Some woman left his place a little while ago. Now he's just in there by himself.
What's the address?
1712 Alameda Road.
Hey, Lana.
Check your email now.
What Oh.
Whoever did this makes a compelling argument Marnie killed Calvary. Well, more than just Calvary. Play the audio.
Cannot believe the mouth on this Marnie chick. We gotta be careful, or she'll blow this whole operation.
What'd she say?
Threatened me. Us. All of us.
She's out of control.
Someone's been holding on to that for years. Did you recognize the voices?
No. Should I?
It's been confirmed. They're two of the officers killed by the trapper.
Look, Marnie's been weird, and yeah, she had motive.
And?
She didn't have opportunity.
How do you know?
She was with me the night that Calvary died. I mean, if she did it, it'd be one hell of a trick.
You're a hard one to track down, Daniela. You're in a lot of trouble, young lady.
Suck my nuts.
Finn's come clean. We know you weren't a real hostage back in 2012. Look, I get it. You and your sister went through hell. The cops did nothing. They failed you. And you wanted to make them pay. Adam Jones, right? He offered you a way to get back at them all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do, and it's a felony. But help us out. Maybe we'll let bygones be bygones.
Sure. He's the one who set it up. He told me what he did to the fuckers who hurt me and Izzy, but I have no clue where he is now.
You haven't seen him at all since the arrest.
I saw him once. He didn't recognize me. He looked all different, but I recognized him. Can always tell from his creep-ass eyes. Even all cleaned up.
Cleaned up how?
I don't know, he's like a cop doctor or something.
Detective Carter, I need to speak with you.
We're right in the middle of something here.
Now?
Don't go anywhere.
There's been an abduction. Judge Vanstone. Witness says it was Becky that took him.
Judge Vanstone? Oh, fuck! Oh my god! Oh god!
What did she do to me? What did she put inside me, goddammit?
Judge Vanstone,
What is it?
It's the Trapper. You're rigged.
What? Oh, no. No.
It's probably an explosive and... Shit. Gotta figure this out.
Oh, God!
How's your head, Detective Marnie? They're coming for you. They know you did it. They know you killed everyone. There's no escape. You're the Trapper, Becky.
Why are you doing this? Tell me why. Haven't you fucked with me enough?
Oh, please, Detective Marnie. So vain. I don't give a goddamn about you. Sorry. You might just come out of this alive, if that's any consolation. But you need to listen very carefully. If you will notice, there is a small heartbeat tracker on Judge Vanstone's wrist. It is synchronized to a cell phone that I have surgically implanted into his stomach. The phone is just a timer, but every beat of his heart knocks another second off. The faster his heart races, the quicker the clock. Now, would you care to guess what happens when the numbers reach 0? Game over. For anyone in, say, 100-foot radius, give or take, which will most likely include all the police who are swarming in to arrest you right now.
Don't do this, please. Please. I didn't do anything to you. Please, don't.
Ain't that the bitch of it though, huh? Thinking that somehow it's all your fault. Sometimes life just doesn't make any sense. It stomps you down, so you learn to grow spikes on your back. Sometimes killing is the only option.
What?
You can try to run, but I can't promise you I'm not gonna pop that balloon a bit early. And there's enough explosives in there to level the whole floor.
Jesus Christ.
I left your firearm for a reason. Stop his heart. Stop the timer.
You can't be serious.
I can be whatever I want. You can be alive or you can be dead. That's your choice. And the clock's ticking.
So what did he say? Are you gonna get me out of this? Hey! Hey! Where are you going? Don't leave me! Please! Help!
Yeah. Listen, we can work through this thing together. But if you're in there, you need to step outside so we can take you down to the station. Becky? Fuck. Are you still there? You want to answer me?
Hi, you've reached Felicity Graves. Please leave a detailed message. If you're our client and this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Hey. It's me. I was just calling... I was just calling to say that... I'm sorry, Felicity. I'm sorry. Bye.
Stop! Knees on the ground! Now!
Please. Please, you have to listen to me. This is a mistake.
Get down! Hands in the air! On your knees
No.
now!
I'm being framed.
Stop!
Please.
Right now!
Please,
I'm
just
not gonna warn
listen.
you again. Stay down! Hands behind your head!
So what do we do? What happens next?
Not much we can do.
What are you talking about? Becky was close. She was gonna figure it out. Becky was with me the night of Calvary's death. All night. So if she didn't kill him, that means the trapper's still out there.
The evidence, it all pointed to Becky. Your word's not enough.
But she's innocent. I mean, don't you guys stand up for each other? Don't you guys have a code?
What? There's only one shade of blue?
Yeah, right.
That's just a line they fed us at the academy.
Earlier today, Judge William Vanstone was kidnapped from his home and tragically murdered. Detective Becky Marnie surrendered to police custody shortly afterwards. She has vocally denied any wrongdoing, but is considered a suspect in both the Vanstone case and the gruesome murder of Detective Jack Calvary. We've heard an unconfirmed report that Detective Becky Marnie may have aided in the escape of convicted serial killer Jonathan Finn. Jonathan Finn is still at large and is considered armed and dangerous. An investigation is ongoing. Sergeant Nelson made a brief statement to the press only moments ago.
We can now confirm that Becky Marnie has been arrested. That's all I can say at this time. Thank you.
I'm no jury. I don't have the right to convict, but did Detective Marnie have motive? Yeah. Did I trust her? Trust is a luxury I can't afford.
I already told you everything I know. Why don't you leave me alone? I didn't want any of this to happen. None of it's gonna bring my sister back. Do you understand?
Yeah, well, Marnie covered her tracks like a pro. She was on the force, so she knew exactly how we would think. In my expert opinion, I suspect we'll